a tier list ranking strictly on in-ring pro wrestling skills. We're going by believability in the ring, your move set, your bag, your number of classic matches, your polish and your technique, and your ability to make your move set look snug. Now, this is going to be our part two. Now, if you didn't see the part one, go ahead and watch that. But pretty much the gist, since these two of us, is, for example, if Sammy puts a wrestler in poor and I want them in serviceable, if we get split 1-1, we can't agree that that person automatically has to move up a level. Since there's only two of us, but pretty much if we both agree, they stay where they're at. But if we split, then the person gotta go up. So let me go ahead and share my screen up there. I'll let you go first.
Okay. Yeah. You can scroll a little bit further down. Oh, we still got a lot. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and put slide Big Show up to the one above serviceable. I think that's pretty good. Is that what it is?
Let's see.
Good. Okay. Good. Yeah,
You have them in good.
I have him in good.
Um, yeah, I'm cool with that. Like I grade Giants a little differently because I don't expect them to be like super technicians. So I think he's good. Pretty definitely pretty good for big men.
That's what I mean. But for his size, the amount of history and classics he's done in the ring, it's actually kind of a lot for someone his size. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw him.
yeah, I agree with that. You know, I'm not gonna act like this guy's like Ric Flair in the ring, but I think this character has enough memorable matches to be able to hang here. I'm gonna put JBL in very good. Do you agree? It's tough though, because I think he could believably hang in good, but I think he could believably hang in very good.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he would kind of be right there near Big Show, right? And around the same type of level.
I think he's a little bit better because look at everything that JBL character accomplished in such a relatively short time. If you
Mhm.
really look at it, like
But that was carried by his verbal, though, David. That was
it
that
was, but
was
he delivered in the ring each time against John Cena, against Shawn Michaels, against Jericho,
yeah.
against The Undertaker.
You know what?
Like,
You know what?
there's a lot in there.
Because of those Eddie Guerrero matches, I'm not
The
even gonna
Eddie Guerrero, bro.
back on you. I'm not even gonna put it because I think those matches were classics.
There's a lot in there.
Yeah, yeah. We could roll with that. Um, put Tommy Dreamer in trash.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna argue that, man. No hate. I don't even mean to sound like a hater, bro. Like I respect his ability. He's one of those wrestlers that you gotta respect his ability to put his body on the line for the craft, but he's not that good in the ring, man. He's not good. He's not interesting. He's not fun to watch. Like, see. I'm gonna put he's my man. And I think he had potential to maybe become elite, but I'm gonna say he was good. Biggie, I'm gonna say is good.
Hmm. Um, yeah, yeah, I could keep him there. I can keep him there.
He could have easily been very good, but I think like
But what I
he
was
didn't
gonna
get a
say,
long enough singles run like that.
but because the only thing I can't put him in serviceable because I have seen some good thing. If there was something like in between that, that's what he would be. Because I also feel like I need to see more, but then we don't even know because he might be retired. So
Yeah.
hmm, put I'm gonna put DDP in very good.
Damn, where's he at?
Right next to Sting.
Okay, I see.
Sting.
Uh yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair considering his body of work. And I think in general, his ring skills might be his best attribute. So I'll probably give him that.
He pioneered a lot of moves too.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. All right, man. Got the second New Day guy coming up. I'm gonna say Kofi's pretty elite in the ring. This guy has been doing this for over 20 years. Even when he was the goofy ass Jamaican stereotype, he was very, very consistent in there. Always looks great in there. He always understands the assignment in the ring. And for a guy who's so skinny and has a caved in chest, as Siri would say, he's really good at being durable for a guy who takes a lot of risks in there. Like I don't remember Kofi Kingston having a major injury ever, so I think Kofi's elite, man.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. 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 Because he left us with a lot of highlight reels that I don't think we'll ever see from anybody else. So it's kind of tough to push back on that one. Yeah, you could leave him elite. You could leave him elite.
All right, let's see if we got any shockers, man. Is there anything that could get the audience on their toes?
You know. Um, hmm. Oh wow. A lot of people talk trash about Big Kev, man, but I'm gonna put him in good too, man.
Where's Kev at?
Next to Hogan.
Okay, I see NWO.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in good too.
Damn, dog.
Feel good about that one, Dave.
I feel more serviceable for Kev.
Really?
I feel like I would slide him in serviceable.
Why? Why? You feel like he didn't embody what a giant is supposed to be?
Nah, he absolutely embodied what a giant was supposed to be. Especially, I feel like in the NWO and as Diesel. But damn, I can't remember a Kevin Nash match that I'm like out of my seat or I'm glued to my TV screen. Like I don't I can't think of too many of them. Now, his matches aren't bad, but they're usually like just serviceable, just like average to me.
Mm,
I would lean more serviceable, but
mm, mm.
it's not crazy to have him in good.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean, but I've also,
Like he has a little dryness to him in the ring.
yeah, I see what you mean, but he,
Even Big Show got more swag and flavor than them.
but that's because Big Show has more charisma.
Hell yeah.
That's because Big Show got more charisma. But at the same time, I think when you did put Nash with the elite guys, he delivered. That Undertaker match at WrestleMania, the
Okay.
Shawn Michaels match.
I'll give you that. That's a good point. I'm cool with him staying in good. I won't fight you on that, but I would probably lean serviceable. But I say good. I'd love to hear what the commenters got to say. Would he lean serviceable or good? But
It's a lot.
you are right about that. He has delivered with those guys.
I'm not mad if they say serviceable, but if I just seen him with the stars of his era, and he had some good with them.
That's fair. You know what? This guy, nobody really thinks about this guy, but I'm gonna say Hardcore Holly was serviceable.
I like that. I like that. I actually liked him. I was a fan of him.
He's the definition of that like hard-nosed veteran that is a good hand in the ring and nothing more. And he's gonna play that role. It's
Yeah,
gonna be physical. It's gonna be technically sound. He's the perfect serviceable guy.
I think we could use more guys like him now. Honestly,
Yeah.
I like that. You know what? A lot of people gonna hate me for this too, but I think you could put our truth right there next to him.
Nah, dog, come on.
What do you mean?
You can't give our truth. You can't give our truth good. I
Dave,
give our truth
Dave,
good.
hear me out. Hear me out.
Come on,
Hear me
bro.
out, right? The same thing.
Arguably,
Hear me out. The same thing you just tried to use against Nash. How many classic things can we take from our truth?
yeah, but our truth makes up for it in those other categories: smoothness, athleticism in the ring. Everything looks technically sound. Like he checks those boxes. Nash didn't, bro. Like
But Nash got some high profile moments, and
highlight realness in him. Like, nah, I'm going our truth good, man. You gotta have to be forced to compromise a level up, bro.
man, listen, yeah, I won't fight too hard, but listen, I just want the people
Because
and you.
our truth, think about it, our truth at his greatest
Yeah,
arguably has done more than Big E. We just know Big E had the talent to, if he was healthy, would have did more. But our truth technically done more than Big E body of work wise.
but Biggie was doing a high level thing
He
and
was.
amongst a high level roster.
He was. He was. He's better than R-Truth,
I
but
already knew y'all gonna give me the TNA and all that stuff years ago.
nah, it was his TNA run was fire, bro.
You
He's
see what I'm
facing cats like Ken Shamrock,
saying, David? That's the beginning.
AJ Styles.
That was the beginning stages of TNA where it wasn't really stacked.
It it but it was kind of it did have its fair amount of OGs that still had a lot in the tank at the time. And a young AJ Styles, it's still a fresh Jeff Jarrett was still there. Like they still had some cats to work with. Like these weren't nobodies in the wrestling industry. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I think the time before the Angle time was easy for guys to creep in.
Dog, you gotta slide them up to good, dog.
Listen. You could slide them, David, right? But I just want you and the rest of the people to think about this. How much moments does he really have?
We gotta find a proper way to break a tie. Do we flip a coin or some shit?
Yeah,
We usually do this with the 3 or 4 peeps.
right, but that's what I'm saying. I just want y'all to think about it. If you want to slide him to good, I will let it happen. But just think about that before the show is over. We're gonna come back to this before the show is over. Just think about it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Just think
I
about
agree with I agree with your point. Your point's fair, but you gotta give Q just straight showmanship and the things he could do with his body is
it.
crazy, bro. Like that matters too. Like he can do some unique things.
He
Like
wasn't doing no Kofi type things.
he wasn't, but he does some crazy things of his own, like that corkscrew 360, like cross body. He be
Yeah,
doing like he be doing
I like
something.
that move. But he also stole the scissors kick. He stole
He
the
does it, man. He does it pretty nice, or he does it more athletically.
man.
Like, come,
Man,
come
come on.
on, man.
Don't look like he's killing you with his kick. This dude does a little ballerina.
Wow,
Gotta be
oh, man, dog. We gotta flip a coin, dog. Wait, do I got any coins, man? We'll leave him here for now. We'll come back.
I'm telling you, David, think about it. Just think about it. Before we
We'll
wrap
come
this
back.
up. Just come back to it.
This bro put him near hardcore. So you don't think he's better than hardcore Holly? I'm not gonna make it a compare. He's
No,
definitely better than hardcore.
he's not better than Hardcore Holly.
Oh, come on, Sammy.
R-Truth's better than
This
Hardcore Holly.
dude's disrespecting Ron Killings.
Are we serious?
Come on, bro.
Just because he's having this little run with Cena,
Yeah. Even now.
that makes him better than Hardcore Holly?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Ron Killings is better than hardcore Holly,
I don't
dog.
know about that. I don't know about
Come
that.
on, dog.
I don't know about that one.
Let me.
Was thriving in the mid card for a lot of years. Rough, hard nose, had some rough matches.
He wasn't thriving. He's the definition of just coasting, bro. He's just there.
Coasting. He touched it a couple times and then he helped out the youth. That was his job. He did his job. like what would you want him to do? He helped out Lesnar. He helped out Cena. I remember him tangling with all these people in their early stages. Randy Orton, Chavo Guerrero. That's your turn, man.
Nah, I'm thinking. It's a lot of people, man. Damn. Damn. You know, I love him, but in the ring, he's just trash. Road Dog Jesse James is trash in the ring, man.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. He's one of those dudes. His verbals could carry them the whole way through. I'll give you that. He had these playful, stupid punch moves and all that.
Nah, those moves are hot though.
Like no, but it's hot to people like us because we appreciate the charisma of it. But You know, he's not the type of dude you throw out there and say carry the whole load.
Nah, for real though. This dude is he's the definition of his showmanship made him a living.
It
But
carried
that's what's up.
it carried him through. That's notes of what charisma and verbals can do for you.
Real talk.
Um, I literally just had my eye on someone. Keep scrolling. Oh, there he is. Regal. I'm putting him in very good.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like there's not a lot of guys that there's a reason why he's so respected by everybody in the industry. He's trained some of the best wrestlers. There's not a lot of guys who's gonna be as great with their submissions and techniques than Regal. That definitely very good. Mm.
Multi-time mid-card champion.
If he didn't get suspended in '08 when he won the King of the Ring, he might have had one world title belt under his wing, but
I heard of that.
they were considering it. But yeah, dog, I gotta fight you on this because we slightly got into this. Shout out to Black Couch Book, and we slightly got onto this when we were doing part one.
Mhm.
Dog, I can't believe how disrespectful you are. Batista's elite, and I'm putting Batista in elite, bro.
I don't know
I
about
don't understand how you can have great main event match after great main event match after great main event match with the likes of John Cena, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Edge, Triple H, Randy Orton, JBL, Rob Van Dam. The list goes on, and not be considered elite. Multi-time world champion, WrestleMania main eventer,
yeah,
like I get it. He's a musclehead and his things don't always look as pretty as the Bret Harts of the world, but I think he has enough body of work to be there.
yeah. But if you take a hard look at Batista's career, right? Batista was usually in there tingling up with the upper echelon, you know, very established elite people, so that he can look great. Literally, David. Batista was never the guy who you can put him in an open challenge type of thing, put him out there with a broomstick, and then he's gonna make some magic. That's not what Batista was. It's not what he was, and there's nothing wrong with that, Dave. There's really nothing wrong with that. I'd put him in very good. I think he's close to elite. I wouldn't give him elite.
He has to be elite. If you think Sheamus is elite, he's elite.
No, that's not the
He
same.
don't have more. He don't have more main event industry talking matches than Sheamus. He
Yeah,
do,
but
bro. He
he was
do.
positioned for that. He was positioned for that. But Sheamus is the type of dude you could throw him out there with anybody.
Yeah, but nah, I get what you mean. I don't think Batista's a throw him in the broomstick guy, but I do think Batista's give him any high level main event match and he's gonna make it high level.
Yeah,
That matters too.
it does, but that's what makes
That
him close to
he's
elite.
going to make it a memorable classic. He has more classics than Sheamus. Like
I
it,
don't know about that actually.
yeah, yes, he does.
I don't
I
know about
can't
that.
see. He
Classic
has more
matches,
classics, and
classic matches or moments.
Sheamus probably got more years on him by like 8 years, and he still probably got
I don't think
more
he does.
classics.
I actually don't really think he does.
God, come on, bro. Bro,
I really
he
don't
has to stay
because
in the league.
when Sheamus, let's not forget, Sheamus was the guy for a little while on SmackDown, just like Batista was.
Nah, Sheamus is
He
nice.
was putting up classic after
I,
classic with Chris
if
Benoit,
anything, I
Ryan.
personally put them both in a league.
No, I'm not giving Batista elite.
Dog, this is wild to me,
I can't
dog.
give him that. But
Dog, you're a ruthless aggression observer, bro. How
like,
did you observe that era so closely and you don't think he's elite? That's so wild to
that's
me.
exactly why I could put him there because I didn't see him do what Sheamus did.
What do
Sheamus,
you mean?
dog, Batista SmackDown was flooded with legends.
And it,
Flooded.
Sammy,
It
that's not
like
his fault.
it
And
wasn't
he
like
put it
Sheamus
so
time.
he can't
Sheamus
get so
wasn't
let me get so let me get this straight. He doesn't deserve credit for getting flooded with legends and rising above to their level and beyond all the time.
But Dave, that's two different categories. That's his character that made him do that. It wasn't
Not
his
in the ring too. He,
no, it wasn't.
he always bought it. He matched the Undertaker every time. He matched Kane and above every time.
But this is listen to who you're talking about. It's Undertaker, it's Edge.
JBL too.
Yeah, these are guys who were already established before he came.
Yeah, but that's not fair, Sammy. JBL just got established when Batista started ascending. Stop acting like he was some main eventer for
How
10
long was
years.
he in the game?
Huh?
How long was he in the game? He was in the
Well,
game.
yeah, he was in the game for like 15, 16 years, yeah.
Yeah, but now,
But
Dave,
you're acting like Batista. You acting like Batista didn't also make people in the mid card bring them up and elevate them and
he
make
did
them
it.
look good too.
He
He
really
did,
did it.
Sam. Mr. Kennedy.
Mr.
He
Kennedy
made them look good,
didn't
Sammy,
get
bro.
elevated by
MVP.
Stop it. These guys didn't get elevated by Batista.
They, yo,
They,
now
they,
you're lying, dog.
didn't.
You're lying,
They
man.
didn't. They got elevated through other sources, not Batista.
Nah, you're lying.
Not Batista. You know what elevation looks like? What Sheamus was doing when he was at the top of SmackDown, working with a bunch of new people and
Who
nobody.
did Sheamus elevate?
Bro, Daniel Bryan got his real fame off Sheamus.
I give him that. I give him that.
It really.
How you give Sheamus Daniel Bryan and you don't give Batista Mr. Kennedy, bro? Batista was one.
Kicking him in the face quick is what really made us start focusing on
Bro,
Bryan.
Batista was one. I remember Batista was one of those signature wins that Mr. Kennedy was bragging about. I beat like 7 former world champions. Bro, Batista was one of those elevators for him, bro.
Yeah, he was one of them. But Kennedy
Wow,
was already
bro.
Kennedy was already bubbling way before he
Come on, Sammy. Yeah.
He was. Bro, Sheamus's roster at that time.
Daniel Bryan was already ascending. Daniel Bryan was already ascending after the Miz was elevating him. Don't do that.
Think about this. Sheamus had to make people like Evan Bourne look good.
Man, stop it, bro.
That's how bad that SmackDown was.
He had a couple legends to work with. He had Mark Henry. He had Big Show. He had the Great Khali. He had some people. He had some people.
Christian was his best source.
Huh?
Christian.
Exactly.
At that time.
Exactly, bro.
Those other dudes ain't real.
Randy Orton. He had some cats, bro.
Yeah, Randy. I give him Randy. Yeah.
And a hot Wade Barrett. He was hot at the time.
Barrett,
come on, bro. I'm keeping Batista in the elite, bro. We could do the coin flip. I'm willing to take an L that way.
Coin flip with Batista. What truth will come back.
Where's the fuck's a coin flip, bro?
I'm telling you, Batista's not in. And there was another dude I said that same day too. Who was it? Lashley.
That's another disrespectful thing you did. Why do you hate these guys so much?
I can't believe you guys were trying to tell me these guys are elite.
Bobby Lashley's elite.
They're close. They're not there yet.
Damn, Sammy, dog. This dude has witnessed. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, please comment. Please don't refuse when you see this clip. I'm going to clip this up. Tell me if Bobby and Batista are elite in ring wrestling wise. Because if you saw wrestling from 02 to 09, there's no way Batista wasn't that guy when he got in the ring.
No.
Hold on one sec.
No.
You could pick heads or tails.
I'm picking heads. Go
Uh,
ahead.
Legitimately tails. I shit you not.
Tails. Keep him there. We can keep him there.
Elite.
We can, but listen, it's
At
not
the
the truth.
very least, you gotta at least give him borderline elite, man.
I said he's close.
I I
I
don't
said
know what if you was to make a tier between very good and elite, what would it be called? Great, because maybe you put him there.
that. I think that's where I would put him. I think he's a great in ring performer,
He
but I don't.
really is, bro.
I don't think I wouldn't consider him elite because when have I ever seen him make nothing out of something? It's never happened. It's never
That
happened.
yeah, but that can't be your only criteria for elite, bro.
I think you. I think
You
you got.
gotta. What about getting WrestleMania main events that live on forever? What about SummerSlam main
They're
events
all
that
part
live
of it.
on forever?
They're all part of it. They're all part of it. But I also need to see you with your back to the wall, make something out of nothing. That's why somebody like a John Cena, I could throw him in a league because I've watched him do that
Dog.
for multiple years.
Come on, dog.
Real talk.
The guy who he was sharing the era with, who they had similar rises. What do you mean?
Look what happened after that when everybody was gone. Cena had to literally come up with something out of nothing every single time he had a show.
It's true.
I haven't seen Batista do that one time. Not one.
That's a four star.
Not one
All
time.
those times against Finley, MVP,
And
Mr.
Lee,
Kennedy, all those cats,
one of
bro.
the most seasoned veterans of all time.
Ah,
You didn't make me. Who did he make? That's what I'm saying. Who did he make?
you're up.
Oh man. Hmm, hmm. See, I'm gonna say the same thing about Dean Ambrose, and a lot of people gonna get on me for the same thing. Or should I call him Moxley? What are we calling him, David?
Dean Ambrose.
The dude with the wife beater right there in that slaughter.
Damn, I'm getting okay. I see him in the corner. Where's he at?
And I'm very good. I think he's close to elite. I wouldn't give him elite.
This is tough. Tough, tough, tough. People don't know Dean Ambrose was my favorite wrestler for a little while. He was definitely my favorite Shield member. But you know what? I think I'll keep him there. I'll keep him there. I think mechanically and fundamentally and like technique wise, he could look a little sloppy at times,
A
but
lot of sloppy. A lot of sloppy.
but he makes up for it. He did have a lot of good matches when he was in his Dean Ambrose run. He did. He held his own. Like
I
uh, uh,
think
uh, especially all those matches with Seth Rollins was some of the best matches of that
so
time.
I think he throws the worst clothesline of all time.
Bro, he really does, bro. His punches, his clotheslines, like he throws some sloppy looking stuff, but I'm honestly tempted to put him down in good because of his sloppiness. Actually, I
See,
don't know. He has a lot of body of work under his belt. That's what I'm. That's why
that's that's the only reason why I picked very good because he has tangled up with some elite guys
his match with Triple H in 2016 is mad underrated. I think people don't talk about that.
that's what I'm saying. So that's the only reason why I'll give him the very good, and I'll say he's close.
Yeah, I'll get. I'm cool with that.
But
Yeah,
he's very sloppy. He always needs to bleed. He, and again, it's the same question: who was he really made?
yeah. Yeah. That match when Triple H was last WWE champion was fire though. Like, okay. This a part of me feels like this is disrespectful because this guy is respected amongst his peers and he does have good longevity, but I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Rhino gotta go in extremely poor.
Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna put him where Dreamer and Road Dogg is.
Like, yeah.
Cause at the end of the day, people did say his spares was one of the best spares.
That's all he got.
Yeah, that's so. Why can't he be there with Dreamer and Road Dogg then?
I'll be nice here. I don't feel so strongly about him being poor that I would coin flip it. So
Because here's the thing, Dave. If we put him in extremely poor, where we putting Bill Goldberg?
I put Goldberg. I honest to God put Goldberg in serviceable.
Man, stop it,
I
Dave. I'm
do.
putting
I
Goldberg
do, bro.
trash or extremely poor.
Yo, this dude,
Damn right,
you can't do that to Goldberg, dog. That's another controversy.
man.
The internet has done took the Goldberg hate too far, bro.
What do you
Too
mean?
far.
Hate? It's not hate. There's some people that their character and their presence just carry them.
Nah,
There's nothing
bro.
wrong with that.
No.
There's nothing wrong with that. Dog,
He's
he's not good in the ring at all. There's nothing good about this dude at all.
Yo, I can't say that when
He's hurt.
till this day, one of the best WCW matches of all time is Goldberg versus Hulk Hogan. Like, I can't do that.
Stop it, Dave. Stop it.
It is.
It's not.
It
No,
is.
no way. There's plenty of matches better than that.
I think he's serviceable, man.
No, no way. You hurt people. How can you say serviceable when
We hurt people.
you
We
literally
hurt
people
bro,
like you
bro. At the end of the day,
literally
though,
put people in the hospital?
at
Like
the end of the day, though, making money in main event caliber marquee matches matters, dog. He is a draw.
but that's because of character. We can't mistake character for what your actual work and
Yeah,
effort.
but you know, the at the end of the day, no matter how we feel, the everybody who saw his WCW run holds that Hogan match in very high regard.
It was a
The-
moment.
like because of the moment it meant when he beat him for the world title.
Just
Like
seeing them stand face to face was a moment.
but not just that, it was like Hogan, the way they laid out that match and the way Hogan laid it out, like it actually covered for Goldberg's weaknesses very well that night.
Yeah,
And I think he has a lot of those moments where his weaknesses were hidden more than people give him credit for.
not a
Like,
lot. Not a lot.
bro, he's hurt a lot of people, but people are good at hiding Goldberg's weakness too.
But
Like
is that him or is that the people that he fought?
he does his part too.
It's not him.
He does his part too.
It's the people literally puppeteering for him.
Sammy, come on, man. That's part of the business.
Hogan had to puppeteer that
That's part of the business, is it not?
for him.
Is that not part of the smoke and mirrors?
It's part of it. It's part of it. You're right. It's part of it.
That's how you work.
Okay, but now what on your efforts have you ever done good? On your
Dog,
efforts, on your two.
you never want to give him the credit for what he did with Brock
Bret
Lesnar.
Hart's career.
What
You, you,
what about what he did with Brock Lesnar? What about what he's about to do with Gunther?
those Lesnar matches were terrible.
Not
all,
all.
all of them.
Damn.
All of them.
Come on, man.
All of them. It's so bad to the point where Lesnar has to literally make him beat him in 2 seconds because he doesn't want to
You
embarrass him.
can't give him serviceable, bro.
I'm not giving him service. Hell no, not this one.
Not off of being. You can't give him serviceable off of
He's just
believability,
extremely poor.
believability, intensity, moveset. His moveset is still pretty good.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What is his move set outside of spear jackhammer?
Nah, and come on, in his prime, he does
It is.
that. He does the gorilla press slam that he puts you on his shoulder and turns it to a power slam. He does some things. He does a shoulder block. Come
Oh, sure.
on, man.
Oh yeah, come on, David.
He
Dog.
does the scoop. He does the scoop body slam. Come on, man. He does some things, bro. Intensity, how hard his slams look. You can't give him credit for how hard he beats people up.
Because you're really beating people up.
This ain't ballet, bro. You're gonna feel it when I hit
The
you, bro.
concept of wrestling is to not really beat people up.
But the concept of wrestling,
You gotta get almost there
the
without.
concept of wrestling is also to be a larger than life badass. And nobody does that better.
He does that off of his presence and looks, David. He doesn't do that off of his work.
His slams always look good.
Come on.
The spear always looks great.
Dave, the whole concept of wrestling is to not really stiff me. Don't really stiff me. This dude is the king of stiffing people.
Wow.
He's not.
If he never kicked Bret Hart, we wouldn't even be acting like
It's
this.
not even just Bret Hart. Bro, he's actually hurt Flair before. Man, the man is hurt.
Yo, he's a big guy that doesn't know his strength.
He's hurt himself. Like, what are you talking about? The dude is bloodied up himself, concussed himself.
Yeah.
You hurt Undertaker. There's a list.
He'll stay there.
Man, now, somebody I would put in serviceable. Scott Steiner. That's somebody I'd give serviceable.
Yeah. I think I'm cool with that.
That's somebody I'd give serviceable.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. But damn,
that's somebody. Yeah.
I can't.
That's how you.
See, this is the challenge. I'm not trying to cap for Goldberg, but it's like Scott Steiner's definitely better in the ring technique wise. But what good is it if he hasn't had get out your seat matches like Goldberg? That Goldberg still has had get out your seat matches, bro.
What match are you really getting out your seat for Goldberg?
Goldberg versus Hogan at Starrcade, Goldberg versus Triple H, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. The casual fan eats it up, bro. It is what it is. The casual fan likes it.
Let me ask you this: are you getting out your seat prior to the match or while the match is going on?
Both.
Oh, stop it, David.
Why is the casual fan? Hold on. Why is the casual fan? Bro, why is the casual fan going crazy? Bro, go back and listen to that reaction from that little surprise push he did to Lesnar. Come on, bro. It's to a time where people went crazy when he didn't have to do much, bro.
Push in 2025.
Come on, bro. That push and Lesnar looked super surprised. Like it was epic, bro. It was memorable.
This is 2025, dog. If this was the 80s, I'd be with you.
Yeah, but people went crazy for it.
In the new era, come on.
Watch what him and Gunther do. Seriously. Watch what happens, bro.
Why are you acting like that match is about to be something? It's not about to be nothing.
It's gonna be a solid 10.
Dog, you bad in the ring when you feel like you gotta come out and defend yourself and talk about it. I'm better than 90% of the people now. No, come on, Goldberg, really?
What? Be honest.
Oh, you bad in the ring, but
What's
when
Scott
you
Steiner's most memorable?
so
What's
much
Scott
that
Steiner's
you
most?
hear it.
What's Scott Steiner's most memorable fight? I'm just saying, dog.
I know. Scott
There's
Steiner.
not too many. There's not. You
Scott
see, with Goldberg, I can name a couple right off the bat.
Listen, Scott Steiner was there was towards the end of WCW, he was fighting all the elite WCW guys. He was. Listen, he's not
Wasn't memorable.
with David. He's not. It wasn't memorable because he's not the same star power.
But
That's
if
all.
he's better, it's gonna be memorable.
That's not true.
Come
That's
on, bro.
that's not that's not true because Dave. What do you mean? Every single person that we already ranked above Goldberg, Goldberg is a way bigger star than them.
Of
Way
course,
bigger star than
of
them. We're
course.
gonna remember Goldberg way more than everybody that we ranked above him. Absolutely.
Damn, bro.
It's the
It's not
truth.
Go Goldberg. I'm sorry what they've done to you lately, man.
But it's okay though. It's not an insult. If I'm Goldberg, I wouldn't take it as an insult. I'm still a star. I'm still a star, but I suck in the ring. Who cares?
For real. I'm gonna put. I love the gimmick. I think the gimmick literally did all the work. I'm gonna say Raven's extremely poor, man.
See, this is what I don't understand. How is he extremely poor? Come on, Dave.
I've
He's not
never,
Goldberg in the ring.
I've never seen a interesting match. I've never seen him get in the crowd react to his work in the ring like that. Have you?
ECW, he was. Yes,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna bring up things that people didn't pay attention to like that.
you're right. But listen, he did his part. It's just his gimmick wasn't really something that was good enough to
His
get.
gimmick is kind of fire, but everything else is
I didn't really like the gimmick. I liked his in ring way more than the gimmick.
wow.
Real talk. I didn't really like it. What, he's just sitting in a corner in a dark room? I didn't understand that shit. Well, what?
So you think he's trash?
I'd put him with Dreamer, Dog, all the rest of them dudes.
I won't fight too hard on that.
Because I definitely think he's better than Dreamer. You don't think he's better than Dreamer?
Nah.
Wow.
Nah, because you can't bring up ECW and not give Dreamer all the flowers he built ECW with his matches. So I gotta give Dreamer that. But
Good
like
point.
he did build the foundation of that. Like
That is true, but guess what? While he was doing that, this dude was getting signed by WWE.
yeah, he didn't do nothing, but yeah.
I'm gonna say see, actually, let me apologize to Goldberg, actually.
Come on, bro. Think about it.
I apologize to Goldberg because if there's somebody he is better than, I think it's Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, bro.
You can put the Warrior in extremely.
Damn, bro. Where's Warrior at?
Oh, he's in the top row, first row.
Yeah. But again, though, he does have memorable matches. I'm not capping for him.
He do, but David, that
I
start.
can't I can't look at this list and really be like, even though I do know he sucks in the ring, I would still rather walk your Ultimate Warrior match than a Raven match. That's just I'm just gonna pick that all day. Like, yeah, I really am, bro. Like, I'm just being honest.
I don't know about that. It all depends.
Nobody, come on, most cats are gonna pick Ultimate Warrior, and yes, because of the name. Yeah, I'm picking Ultimate Warrior though.
It's not even just the name. It's because he's most likely going to be in a position where he's fighting somebody that's high level.
And but
Wait,
at least you're gonna see, even though Ultimate sucks, you're gonna see some power moves, and power is fun to watch. Like,
it sucked though, David. It's when you're not executing the power moves the way
nah, he can stay in extremely poor, but
you know. When you're not executing it the way you're supposed to,
I
is it?
think Raven gotta maybe stay with him. One of the ECW cats, Rhino, Dreamer. It might be Rhino. Honestly, Rhino or
Okay,
Raven gotta go down there.
all
That
right, no, you put Rhino down there because
that's all I'm saying.
put Rhino down there with him.
Cause that gore is his only hustle, bro.
It is.
Gore,
It
gore.
is. It is. You can put Rhino down there. I said it before. I wasn't gonna fight you on Rhino. I'm just saying that at least he had something.
Yeah. Warriors down there. I don't care what you say, man. Bruno's trash. Yeah, these dudes love to play the nice guy. Oh,
No,
let's respect the past.
no way.
It sucked.
Bruno is very good.
Oh my
Are you kidding me, David? Are you
god.
kidding? Are you kidding me, dude?
Damn, bro.
Are you
What's
serious?
very good, bro?
What do you mean? Bruno is the blueprint for how to carry a match. Are we serious right now?
Bro, I went back and watched WrestleMania 1 the like a couple months ago, and I didn't realize Bruno's so old that he was a manager at WrestleMania 1 to his son. That's
Yes,
how old he was.
yes.
He was already too old to wrestle at WrestleMania,
No,
bro.
you talking about a dude who started with Vince's father. He didn't
That's
start.
crazy, bro.
He didn't start with Vince. He started with Vince's pops.
And did you know he had a one-on tag team match with Hulk Hogan? So they kind of had that generational tag team match. I think it was a house show,
Yeah,
but
because that's all he was able to do at the time.
yeah, but that's how old this dude was, bro. The
But
style was terrible at that time, bro. It was like a different sport, bro.
uh, this dude was the blueprint of how to carry a match, man.
Wow.
Are we kidding me? There's no way we're serious
At
right
the
now.
very least,
You gotta at least be good with
you're
it.
gassing them. You're gassing them up. At the very least, he
All right.
can't. He can't go above. He can't go above good, in my opinion. Good
That's
is
how
his.
you gotta
Good
at
is
least
his ceiling.
give him where Big Show and Kevin and Big E is. You gotta at least give him that. No, the dude carried matches. There's a reason why he was champ for like 7 years.
Yeah, because they didn't work in that time.
They did work. They did work. It's just his matches were always the best matches. Put people to sleep with them submissions.
All right, we'll do maybe like two more, and then we'll do some of the other topics. So let me see if I could get a predictable one. So
Um,
listen,
oh, I got another guy.
I gotta. It hurts, but we're talking about singles wrestling. He has to be extremely poor. Stevie Ray,
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't remember anything he did
like
by himself. I
at
don't.
even Booker T, he doesn't make fun of him, but even Booker T kind of realizes, like, singles wise, his brother got lost real fast when he left him. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
gotta put him down there.
That's I don't remember him standing out in any kind of way by himself. Even though Harlem Heat is legendary, but
Now tag team wise, they're
yeah,
gangster.
yeah, yeah. Um, you want to know something, Dave? You could put Gangrel right next to him.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised I didn't get that one sooner. Actually, where's he at?
And he's at the very bottom.
Yeah, I see him.
Put Gangrel right next to him.
Nah, for real, this dude's the definition of his character. Did every Not even the
Everything
character. That theme song.
right. The character
That theme
literally
song did in the bloodbath.
the character literally did everything for him. Like everything.
Nah, this dude's
And
crap.
then he got outshined by Ed and Christian real fast.
All right, we'll do one more real quick. Damn, we kind of neglected the ladies, but that's all good.
Most of them are going at the bottom anyway.
Real talk though. Damn, I still can't get over that Batista, dog. That might be my most hung up on, but I'm going to say, damn, that's a tough one. Damn, that is a tough. This might surprise people, but I'm gonna say Boss Man is very good.
Hmm. I'd put him down one. I'd put him down one in the good category.
I won't fight too hard on that. I
I
think he could slide down.
yeah, I'd put him down just one level. Really good hand, but just not enough high tier moments for
Yeah,
for me to keep him in very good.
that's fair.
Um, um, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that the Iron Sheik is very good.
Yo, you love these ancient people, man.
I
Where's
think
he at?
he's near Slaughter.
Oh, I see him. Damn, that's mad generous, dog.
You wouldn't put him there.
I see why you would put him there because of his place in his era, but
He was
I
probably
probably put him good.
it was a period of time where he was like the best villain,
He was
literally.
because he's being a terror.
If you want to throw him in good, I'm not fighting you. I'm not gonna fight you because a lot of his moveset was plain Jane.
Yeah, I'll put him. I'll put him in good. He might arguably be serviceable, but I'll put him in good because he did put in work in his era.
He ain't gonna be in the service.
He's arguably serviceable, bro,
No, he's not. There's a reason why he was the best villain, bro. He talking them
because
up.
he's the symbol of anti-America. That's the easiest villain, the dog.
It's not just that. Doing his heel work in the ring was real serious.
It
It really,
was.
it was real serious. A lot of people took notes off of him. Sabu, a lot of these people.
Rest in peace. Yo, y'all let us know what y'all think about this tier list. I think this is we got some pretty good unexpected ones on here, man. And I think there's some pretty good debate about it. Y'all let us know what y'all think, especially about that Goldberg and R Truth one.